Ladies and gentlemen, we have a massive update, and it comes in the form of Brandon Aiyuk. Yes, the Brandon Aiyuk who has absolutely dominated everything NFL news related for the past 2 weeks. You could even argue for the entire summer. We have an absolutely massive development. And if you're a 49er fan, I think you're really going to like this. If you're a Steelers fan, you are probably in a corner crying somewhere, but that's not our concern. Let's talk about this massive news that has just dropped. Let's break it down. Let's have our organic, real reactions to it, how we feel about it, all those things. This could be a sign that things are moving in the right directions with Brandon Aiyuk and the San Francisco 49ers. So do me a favor, smash that like button on this video, drop an SDS in the chat, and let's talk about it all right now. Let's go. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Love to see it. Oh boy, 49er fans, we have an absolutely massive update, and the number one story in the NFL, the shift that just keeps on happening day over day. Oh boy. So we have it from multiple credible sources that the 49ers and Brandon Aiyuk have come to the table and are now talking potential contract negotiation. Let's talk about the reports and discuss all of this right now. Tom Pelissero says the 49ers have made a renewed effort in recent days to strike a long-term deal with wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk. Just one more time. Let me read it one more time because it sounds so good. I just want to say it one more time. Sounds phenomenal. The 49ers have made a renewed effort in recent days to strike a long-term deal with wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk. Sources tell me and Mike Garafolo. The situation is fluid, and other teams, including Pittsburgh, are still in the mix, but a return to SF appears increasingly possible. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Let's go. I couldn't be more thrilled with this particular update because obviously it was getting pretty dire there for a second in regards to the feeling that Brandon Aiyuk was out the door. Like, even me, someone who's very optimistic, and again, even I said, I think it was yesterday on yesterday's stream, I said it feels like there's a 99.9% chance that Brandon Aiyuk is being traded. And I said, I'm never going to say 100% because anything can happen in the NFL. Things change in a heartbeat. Oh, I told you too. I said I never wanted to be more wrong about something in my entire life than this. I am celebrating me being wrong in thinking that I'd finally succumbed to the fact that Brandon Aiyuk wasn't going to be a Niner this year. I've been holding out for a long time that I was like, maybe he comes back. But I was like, dang, everything I am hearing, not only within the media from credible sources, but from some people that I trust behind the scenes, that says It's not looking good, man. It's not looking good at all. So, and this is a perfect example. He says, "Why are you celebrating? Nothing has happened." We're not saying anything has happened. What we're saying is that the San Francisco 49ers and Brandon Aiyuk are apparently talking, which they haven't been doing for weeks, potentially months. And so the fact that this is happening also to basically combined with the current situation that we are facing and the information that we have been hearing about this situation, I think really is pushing it towards a positive place and optimism. So that's effectively where we are looking at this situation from. We're looking at it from a place of this is the first optimistic news that we have heard in weeks, months about 49ers Brandon Aiyuk and the San Francisco 49ers coming together and potentially getting a deal done. That's why we're celebrating, because this is a huge step in the right direction that we hadn't seen has been occurring. So, with that being said, this is a huge monumental step in the right direction. Mason says, bring BA back. Hashtag SDS. Do me a favor. If you want Brandon Aiyuk to return to the San Francisco 49ers, drop a hashtag pay BA in the chat. I just want to see if you want to see that happen. If you want to see it happen, drop a hashtag pay BA in the chat. I don't know if you guys have noticed me on Twitter today. I've been pretty bullish on this pay BA thing because, listen, yesterday it was what it was. I just gotten off stream. I told you that even I came on here, I was like, I feel like he's gone, guys. Like, I feel like we've hit that point where I think BA's not going to be here anymore. A little birdie told me not so fast. Now, again, I'm gonna wait and see. And so I heard some positive things like this happening yesterday. And so today I've been like, it's time. It's time to pay Brandon Aiyuk. It's time to put the BS behind us. Yes, are there hurt feelings on both sides? Have things maybe not gone the way that each side had wanted it? Absolutely. Has maybe each side been responsible for something in this situation? Sure. But when we look at the current situation that is at hand, with the San Francisco 49ers reportedly willing to trade Brandon Aiyuk to the Pittsburgh Steelers for only draft picks, to then have to put yourself in a position to where you have to take that compensation and try to go get another wide receiver from another team because the Pittsburgh Steelers weren't going to send uh, Pickens back in a deal. So, with all of this being said, it I think that's kind of where we were getting to, was like, if the 49ers do this and they don't get a T. Higgins or they don't get a Devontae Adams, they're losing this trade. And I don't think the 49ers are in the business of losing trades. I believe the 49ers, and we talked about the whole situation with Jimmy Garoppolo, them keeping him on the side field for the simple fact that they knew he was worth something that they weren't getting. So they weren't going to let Jimmy just go, to the point where they kept him on the side field. And so part of what we were talking about was, man, if the 49ers aren't getting what they want in a return, are they really going to take an L on a trade just to move BA? Yeah, it didn't feel like that would be something that they would do. So as it stands right now, it feels like maybe the 49ers maybe the 49ers went through this exercise where they tried to drum up specific uh trade situation where where they tried to win the trade, and unfortunately it just it wasn't going to happen. The 49ers were never going to win this trade because the second you move off BA, you are significantly worse than you were with BA. And one of the things that I was talking about today was like, man, you could feel Brandon Ayuk's presence not being there at training camp. And I honestly wonder, did the 49ers just come to the realization that, like, dude, we need Brandon Aiyuk out here? This guy is always on the field. He's always available and he's always doing what he's supposed to do. He fits what we do. He fits our culture. He's a dog. We need this guy. I'm half wondering if they looked at this training camp and they're like, yeah, we felt not having Brandon Aiyuk. One of the funny things about this whole situation happening too is Pretty Ricky, the guy who has been claiming that the Steelers are going to be getting Brandon Aiyuk, has he's tweeting like he's failed everyone. He's tweeting like, I failed my people that have believed in me. He tweeted it out yesterday around the same time that I had heard something very similar, and now he's saying like, sorry guys. This is why we're celebrating, because it does feel like a win. It doesn't feel like anything is done, but it feels again like a substantial development that we have not seen happening for some time now. Now, shout out to Pretty Ricky. I think I'm a fan of what Pretty Ricky does. I really am. I think he's been accurate on a lot of stuff that has just been wild. But again, he put this out at 5:14 p.m. yesterday. He said, "You either die a hero or live long enough to be the villain." Oh my goodness. I knew exactly what he was tweeting, because I had just heard something very similar that would align with exactly what we just heard today, reported from a credible source, from Tom Palacero. And he even says right here, again, this is the guy who's been leading the charge with all of this, rumors with BA going to the Steelers. He says, there's a reason I posted this last night. Sad. Is this the end of Ricky? This is why I'm happy. This is why I feel rejuvenated. This is why I feel like, so you're saying there's a chance. Now, we talked about this. I was like, there's about this much chance that Brandon Aiyuk returns. Listen, this is why I always talk about, when they say like things happen in the there could be like, if we let me get my thoughts together. If we look at a negotiation in its totality, at the very beginning it's at 0%, at the very end it's 100%. I would say that the majority of the details, information, and everything gets ironed out in the last 5%. So you can go 95% of the way and it can just be a bunch of whatever, but everything gets hammered out in that last 5% before the deal gets done. So to me, this is what I'm interpreting. I'm interpreting that the 49ers have turned over every single stone in regards to trying to trade Brandon Aiyuk. They have looked. They have they've actually accepted deals from other teams. Brandon Aiyuk would be a New England Patriot right now if Brandon Aiyuk wanted $32.5 million from the Patriots and an obscene amount of guaranteed money from the Patriots. So that tells you, like, hold on a second. We talked about this before. Well, it's like, okay, well, does Brandon Aiyuk? I thought Brandon Aiyuk only wanted money. If he only wanted money, wouldn't he have accepted a deal that would have put him in the top 3 of wide receivers paid and an ungodly amount of guaranteed money? If that was the case, yes, you would go to the Pats and be absolutely terrible, and no one would care about you anymore because the Pats are trash and you wouldn't compete for anything. Well, I think it's pretty clear that Brandon Aiyuk is very, very concerned about winning, and he's concerned about competing. So that brings back the San Francisco 49ers into the mix. This gives the 49ers a giant shot of optimism because, like I said, I think this is indicative of the 49ers turning over every single stone. And now they're like, you know what? We've went through every scenario where we trade Brandon Aiyuk, and every scenario we come back. We come back and wait, what? So BA did comment. Hold on. He commented on my situation or this situation. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. He said, specifically called me out. He said, Brad, Niners be in the media every day. It's 2 options out there. Pick one, stop dropping reports. Simple. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's been a challenging situation to cover. There's been a lot of different information going back and forth. And yes, it has been a challenging situation. I'm not trying to pick sides. I'm effectively trying to see what's being out there, and we're talking about it and we're reacting to it. But I totally understand as well, I guess, what he's trying to say. But so I don't know how to interpret that in regards to what is happening with this situation. Because from my understanding, if we look at the actual content, it says the 49ers have made renewed efforts in recent days to strike a long-term deal with Brandon Aiyuk. The situation is fluid, and other teams, including Pittsburgh, are still in the mix, but a return to SF appears increasingly possible. So he says, Brad, the Niners be in the media every day. So I think he's referencing Niners be in the media every day. This, right? And then he says, it's 2 options out there. Pick one, stop dropping reports. Simple. So, I guess this is what we're interpreting. He's telling you to calm the F down, which is fair. Which is fair. Hey, this situation has been extremely fluid. He said, so what we're saying, I'm sure he's telling you to stop dropping something about every single report that comes out. To be fair, I do cover the 49ers. So that is a situation. Damn, Brad got his heart broken on live. Hey, you guys know I love BA. You know I love BA, but I could imagine from BA's standpoint, he's probably like, just chill. But it's hard to chill in this situation when we're trying to figure out what's what. And yeah, but hey, there we go. View the replies. Okay. Is he saying more? This is fun. We'll figure out what's happening in real time. Uh is he saying more? Come on. Hold on, let me refresh. Hold on. They're saying check the comments. I don't see anything else. I don't see anything else. But anyways, I mean, I get it. So like yesterday I was on Twitter talking about trade packages because it felt like that this was over, right? It felt like he wasn't coming back. 95.7 the game reported. All right, let's see. Um I'm not sure. Anyways, if you're just joining, Brandon did just call me out on Instagram, which I can understand. Um, because it has been a challenging situation because I did believe I did believe that he was going to get traded. So we lost PA because of Brad. Yeah, this is a good one. Um, yeah, no, I'm as red as I could be for sure. Um, because yeah, it is an interesting situation to see live happen in front of me. I get it. It is what it is. He said, pick a side. Well, my side will always be Brandon being a Niner. That will always be my side. Um, that will always be my side. Is that BA should always be a Niner. But that doesn't mean that the situation was pointing towards him being out the door. And so I was starting to have to come to grips with that idea. And yeah, so this is an interesting situation. So, in regards to how we move forward, someone check. Yeah, yeah, it's it's a fun situation to see happen on live. Uh, but unfortunately, I will continue to keep dropping reports. BA's my guy. I love BA. I've made that abundantly clear. I've made it crystal clear that I want him here, but it is also part of what I do to talk about this situation, right? So, but that still doesn't change. Still doesn't change. I still love BA. Uh, we still want him back. I also, if he does come back, I absolutely will eat all the crow in the world and gladly do so because he's fantastic and he deserves to be here. So, all right. Brandon Aiyuk says, it says pick a side. Pick a side, stop dropping reports. Fair enough. But unfortunately, I don't believe I can totally acquiesce all the way. But I will say this. I will say this. I would love for Brandon Aiyuk to come together so it can happen and we can report on that. That would be the ideal situation. We got a couple super chats. Hawks fan here. This is my reaction. No. As a Steeler fan, this is hilarious. Getting my popcorn. What about Trent? What's his contract looking like? We have no updates on Trent. Chris says, if you sign Ayuk, is this goodbye to Purdy? Absolutely not. 49ers can enjoy Antonio Brown 2.0. I guess Chris is saying that from a Pittsburgh Steelers perspective. All that good stuff. Freddie says BA should come on Brad's live and address the situation or outcome. Listen, I would love that, but I also don't think that would be beneficial for BA or the situation. So, hey, listen, BA knows I got mad love for him. BA knows that I want him here. He knows that. Does he maybe like me talking about the situation constantly? Probably not. I wouldn't like it either, but to be fair, we're all talking about it. So, shout out to BA. Hey, man, you're watching, dude. You know I want you here. You know that has never changed one bit. And in regards to me talking about what we could get for BA, it was part of the process of accepting the fact that it looked like BA wasn't coming back. So I got nothing but love for BA. Let's get this red face right super big so you can see it. But yeah, I've tried to cover this situation as best I can. That's literally been the goal. And especially with a guy that I do really, really like. Geoff says, let's be honest. If there's no Trent, Brock has no time to hit BA down the field. Thoughts? I actually disagree with this. I feel like I have talked about this situation a couple times. Hashtag Brad's fault. Yeah, I'll take it, man. I'll take it. If it's my fault, I'll take ownership of it. But I've talked about this multiple times throughout training camp, is that Brock has actually had solid protection. He's actually had ample time within the pocket. The 49ers offensive line with Jalen Moore, and it's been a bunch of different guys, right? It's been a bunch of different guys. And when we when we see Brock at practice, he's not completely fighting for his life. He actually has a lot of time. And where the issues lie is the separation. Is he doesn't have the separation from his wide receivers. At least that's what it appears, to be able to get the ball out on time or throwing with anticipation, which is where Brandon Aiyuk absolutely thrives. He absolutely thrives in that situation. They said BA is only coming back if Brad stops talking about him. But what I'm saying is, in regards to this super chat, is he's had time in practice. That hasn't been the problem. The problem, I think, has been having uh consistent ability to get wide receivers open and to be able to hit them on time within the structure of the play. It felt like, and to credit to the 49ers defense, the 49ers defense has played phenomenally well. Deommodore Lenoir, Charvarius Ward, Jair Brown, George Odom, all those different types of things. Those guys have been playing really well. So it feels like a guy like Brandon Aiyuk would help unlock the 49ers offense in at least what we've seen in training camp. This one says, look how pissed off Kyle Shanahan is. He could hardly talk. He was so mad at Ayuk. That attitude is why BA wants to play for Tomlin. Respect. Look how pissed off Kyle Shanahan is. He could hardly talk. He was so mad at Ayuk. I'm not sure. Did I miss something? Do we know what Secret 77 is talking about? Just 20 minutes ago? Okay. Press conference? Oh, you're saying he just had a press conference 20 minutes ago? Hold on a second. There's so much happening right now. um so I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about this. Okay. Kyle's mad at Brad. Oh, everyone's mad at me now. Hey, I guess it comes with the territory, right? When you got to talk about this stuff, comes with the territory. So I got BA mad at me, I got Kyle mad at me, and I'm as red as a tomato. So it's a great time to be alive. So I have a question for BA if he happens to be watching. Will you be mad at me if I repost your comment? BA, blink twice. Blink twice if you're gonna be mad at me if I repost your comment. Holy shit. I'm gonna pin him. He got pinned. BA basically said, Brad, shut the hell up. I'm sorry, my guy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Fun times. Oh, could you imagine if I repost that comment? He's going to be like, dog. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Such a good time. Great time. Oh, all right. So let's get back on track. Regardless of what has transpired in the last 20 minutes or so, what is our interpretation of the multiple aspects? what is our interpretation of the reports that they have come back together? And what is the reports of, uh, I guess, BA saying it's two options out there. Pick one. Stop dropping reports. I feel bad because I'm low key reporting on him saying stop dropping reports. Um, he said Parag's mad at Brad. Oh my god. Geoff says, can you recap the breaking news? Missed the beginning. Also, do you think Mason gets some love this year? Never understood. He's in Kyle's doghouse. Um, the breaking news is Brandon Aiyuk called me out on my Instagram, told me to stop talking about this. No, I'm joking. The breaking news is that the 49ers have come together apparently with Brandon Aiyuk. Now I don't now I feel a little icky talking about this as a report because I don't know if BA's effectively saying that this isn't really true. You know, that's the hard part that I'm having problem with trying to interpret what he said. Um, but the big time news that came out was the 49ers have made a renewed effort in recent days to strike a long-term deal with Brandon Aiyuk. And the reason why this is big news is because from everything that we've heard is that this hasn't been happening. Everything that we've is been reported is basically saying that they haven't been talking, they haven't been moving towards a potential negotiation. It's actually been straying further and further away to the point where it felt like it was almost a foregone conclusion that Brandon Aiyuk was going to get traded, to the point where I was like, dang, I feel like Brandon Aiyuk's going to get traded. Not because I wanted him to get traded, not because I think he should get traded, but because that's based on everything that we are hearing, is that that's what it feels like. So so moving forward, um yeah, this seems pretty significant considering the fact that it didn't seem like any of this stuff was was happening. So to me, that's big news. Glow said, Brad, you sounded so defeated and sad when you went live about the Steelers being in the mix. Yeah, if you go back and watch my live yesterday, my whole energy was in the gutter because I was like, wow, this is really happening. You know, like this is really going to go down because you guys know I got mad love for BA. And so I under no circumstances do I think the 49ers are any better without Brandon Aiyuk. And so like I just told you yesterday, I was like, damn, this is happening. This is happening. We're moving off BA. We're not only are we going to send him to the Steelers, but the 49ers are going to try to do something else um, to be able to get a different wide receiver. So what we were hearing is that Cortland Sutton could be in the mix. We were hearing that maybe there were other options. Um, someone says you're going to need some therapy after this deal. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. The Pittsburgh Steelers have not engaged in trade conversations with the San Francisco 49ers in the last 24 hours. In the meantime, the 49ers have opened up contract talks with Brandon Aiyuk and his agent as many are reporting. Oh boy. So that's what it that's what it feels like. It went from feeling like BA was as good as gone to now there's a glimmer of hope. So, do I need therapy? No, I'm a 49er fan. I am used to this, unfortunately. I'm used to thinking our top players are going to be traded just for them to not be traded and do all this. So, we should I don't need therapy because I think to need therapy, uh, I would need to feel something on the inside. Who reported that? That was Diana Rossini. I don't know. Hopefully, BA doesn't get mad at me if I repost that. Should I repost that with the caption being "Sorry, BA"? BA's got me in a stranglehold. He said, "Stop reporting on this." I'm like, I love you, dog, but I gotta what I gotta do. It's gotta what I gotta do. Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Kicking my
Audio out. Oh my gosh. So, where do we go from here? Oh, I feel bad if you are late to the party. I feel bad if you're late to the party. You missed an eventful stream so far. This has been one of the more eventful streams in recent memory. Brian says, "Keep doing you, Brad. BA, we hope you're back." Absolutely. Both things are true. They said BA messed with the. Oh my gosh. Yes, everybody's mad at me. Everyone's mad at me for talking about this situation. Brad is in trouble is the main thing. Yes, I got in trouble. Clip your reaction. You stayed quiet for 3 minutes. Brad's in the doghouse now. Yeah, dude. How can you be mad at Queso or Luke Combs, man? Come on, having me looking like a cherry red tomato out here. Hey, I respect it though. I respect it. He said, "I'm tired of you, Brad." he said, he said, "Quit yapping, bro." Oh God. The ads going crazy. My bad. I flipped them on. I'm still messing with those things. I don't know. I don't know how it really works. I'm still messing with so if they're out of control, that's good to know uh for the future. I've been traded to the Steelers. Best live ever. Hey, if anything, I just hope that you guys get entertainment out of this, if anything. Um I got traded to the Steelers midstream. Niners in the mix because they're trying to up the price. This is going to go down. This is one of those streams. You can feel it. This is one of those streams that we're going to remember for a long time, for sure. Absolutely, you're going to remember this one. I'll remember this one for sure. I do genuinely hope BA is just sitting back watching me scramble and getting like laughing his ass off. I hope he's enjoying this. At least while you're in here, smash that like button. They said Brad got traded for a terrible towel. Oh my gosh. These comments are on point. Brad's beard asks you if you need gas money when you leave. Watching me sweat, bro. Sweat like a mother. Bro, I'm like, damn, I wish the fan was on. I didn't turn the fan on. I wish I had the fan on. Because I'm sweating like crazy. Brad got his hand slapped for being in that cookie jar. That's facts, bro. Straight up. Brad camouflaged with his beard after reading that comment. 100%. Dude, my face, I could feel my face turning red. I could feel the blood rushing to my face. Like, oh my gosh. He just told me to stop posting. She just said, shut up, man. He said, Christ, man, will you shut up? My bad, BA. All love, dog. Brad gets traded for a pig in a pickle. Oh man, dude, I feel bad. You gotta rewatch this stream for sure. This is gonna be one of those streams. This is gonna be one of those streams. Breaking news: Ladybug requested a trade from Brad. Dude, these comments are hilarious. Agreed. If BA re-ups with the Niners, I'll get Aiyuk jersey. I will get an Aiyuk jersey. I will also contribute to the Aiyuk jersey fund, even if he doesn't want me to get one. Even if he's so tired of me, he said, "Get out of here, bro." I still love BA. I still love my dog. Ego says, "Get this done so my BA jersey is here by week 1." Yeah, I feel that. Brad sounds like a high school girl. I can't say I know what a feeling like a high school girl feels like, but maybe, potentially. BA said, "Know your role and shut your mouth, Brad." He straight up said, "Wow." This is facts. Brad traded for a $12 beer and a hot dog. Yeah. They said this live turned up quick. It did. It's so funny, dude. Bro, I'm red. I'm so red. I'm as red as a ladybug right now. Oh, it's funny seeing people say, "What did I miss?" You're gonna have to watch this one back. All right. Did let's reset. So we've been doing this pretty consistently. So I think yesterday when we polled the chat, we're gonna poll the chat again. We said, is Brandon Aiyuk staying or is he going? Is he getting traded or is he staying? And the chat predominantly felt, myself included, that Brandon Aiyuk was going to get traded. So let's reset. What is the percentage chance that Brandon Aiyuk re-signs with the San Francisco 49ers? Drop it in the chat. I want to see what percentage chance now, after this report came out, multiple reports have came out, that Brandon Aiyuk is staying or going. And noted, I'm hearing that the ads are a pain in the arse. So I'll mess with that in upcoming streams. Let's see. Right off the bat, 100% he's staying. 50-50, 85%, 60%, 100%, 94.375%. I like that. 20.8, 19. It's an interesting percentage. 50-50, 60-40, 95%. So we've taken another shift. See, it's a roller coaster ride. We went from being like, oh, will they really trade him? Probably no, they won't trade BA, to like, oh crap, they're gonna trade BA, to now like still 50-50. It's on him and his agents, focused on the team. 50-50, 60, 1000% he stays. 50 he stays. Not that. Hey, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Someone said, "Did you see Aponte's tweet?" I did not. Maybe Aponte shared the info for me. What did he say? I don't see anything that's jumping out. What would have been crazier too is we almost had State of the Franchise going today too, because I guess Aponte's internet's down or something. So we almost had Aponte on for that. That would have made the stream probably even more legendary, because his comments, his commentary would be through the roof. He would have hopped right on and roasted me along the same way with BA. 0% because Aiyuk is mad at Brad. No, come on. You can't be biased like that. 100, 99%, 85. Someone said, Brad, you're looking more like red and gold by the minute. Hey, when I say I bleed red and gold, I mean it. 69%, but after crashing Brad's live, probably 75%. 60, 40, 90, 80, 75%, 99%, 70%. Brad being clipped and put on Sports Center is the reason for BA leaving the 49ers. 75. You guys in the comments have been on point today. I'll have to say that. You guys came prepared. You guys came ready. So based on the comments, it does feel like we've had a bit of a shift in some of the perception, and 70, 0, BA stays, 78%. So this is YouTube Premium. Hey, real ones know. 95%, 11, 60. Man, I can't even keep up. You guys are dropping way too fast. Breaking. This is happening way too fast. Brad and Aiyuk have a sit down meeting. Oh my god. BA's mad at Brad the aggregator. Yeah, hey, it happens sometimes. Oh no, not my headphones going out. Hey, I'll I'll gladly take responsibility if that happens, even though I have nothing to do with it. Come on, son of a bitch. There we go. It sounds like BA was waiting on the team, not the other way around. That's kind of been my interpretation of it. Steelers insiders for 115. Woo! That is very true. That is very, very true. I think the real ones stressing right now are the guys who have broken the news that Brandon Aiyuk was being traded to the Steelers. Damn. He said, Brad, please don't report on anything on Trent. We can't afford to lose 2 players in one day. Oh my gosh, you guys are on your stuff today. You guys are on it. I'll ask you guys, what do you think his response means? What do you think BA's response to me means? I think part of it is he's tired of seeing me talk about it. Because I remember one day I think I put out like 9 Brandon Aiyuk videos. It was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. I was like, I looked back and I was like, and that was the day that the news broke he had been traded, and then he wasn't traded, but then he was traded again, and then wasn't traded, and then might be traded, and then could have been traded but wasn't traded. And then that was when like we had all the like weird reports, and then the actual reporters coming down to it was wild. It was a wild situation. This chat is Emmy worthy. No, this I think has been one of the better chats we've had. I think this is one of the better chats we've had. Hey, and I'm here for it. All right. I deserve it. I deserve to get roasted. All right. Did I get through all the super chats? I don't think I did. Niners in the mix because they try. Did I read this? Or no, I did read these. I'm tripping. Y'all got me tripping. Okay. The episode where Brad gets roasted. Steelers either get fleeced or Aiyuk re-signs. I love this for them. I agree. In need of help, donations for Brad's AC. Yes. Yep. For sure. For sure, for sure. It is hot. I wish I could just, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna flip on. I'm gonna flip on my fan. You guys feel free to roast me in the chat for 30 seconds. Go. he said, he said, he said, get this man some milk. listen, listen. This is all worth it if Brandon Ayuk re-signs with the San Francisco 49ers. It's all worth it. It's all worth it because if Brandon Ayuk is back for this year and beyond, that means we're in a good spot. So, with the situation, hopefully this is a sign that it is in heading in the right direction. Now again, when BA said the 49ers are using the media, I do believe that to be true. Um for sure. Uh right? I think both sides I would assume kind of have some things going. But I think at the end of the day, the hope is that it does get done and that we are able to move forward with BA on the squad. Um, and all that good stuff. Uh, day. All right. All right. So, is there anything else we want to talk about? Is there anything else we want to talk about regarding this situation moving forward? All that good stuff. Why'd your comment get deleted? One of our mods must not have liked it. Oh yeah, we have a game tomorrow. Isn't that crazy that we have our first preseason game tomorrow and it's not even clicked or it's registered? That really the 49ers are going to be out on the field tomorrow because we have been so overwhelmed with this situation that we haven't even thought about actual play on the field. He said, Brad, you better start conditioning ASAP. BA's coming for. There's no amount of conditioning that I could do that would have me prepared for being able to outpace Brandon Aiyuk in any facet. But I do need to do some conditioning just for the fact of the matter. That is very true. Preseason predictions. Should we do some quick predictions? What are your predictions? 49ers versus Tennessee Titans tomorrow. I don't think we're going to get any starters. So it's going to be backups versus backups. But I think our backups are better than their backups. So take that. Who do I see being the biggest breakout player of this game? Pooney. I do think Pooney's up there. I do think that Winters is up there. I agree with Tony saying Winters and Renardo are definitely up there with this situation, um, of guys who are going to stand out. I think, let's see who I'm really excited to see Braden Willis. I think Braden Willis could absolutely stand out and be a guy um, that the 49ers rely on heavily as the tight end two moving forward. We saw Logan Thomas got released today. So I think that absolutely Braden Willis is in line to be the 49ers tight end two. So that guy, yes, Cody Schrader is absolutely going to have some opportunities because I don't think Christian McCaffrey is going to play. I honestly don't think Jordan Mason's going to play all that much, if any, because Elijah Mitchell was hurt. Isaac Guerendo's hurt. I think Patrick Taylor was hurt. So I think we're going to see a lot of Schrader, Breida, and Vaughn. I was hoping to see Patrick Taylor. I hope he's good to go, but we'll find out about that. But I expect Cody Schrader to have a good day. I expect Ronnie Bell to look good. I expect Tay Martin. I'm really curious to see what Tay Martin can do in preseason because he didn't have many opportunities in training camp because he was hurt for most of training camp. So, but Tay Martin had a sick catch on the final day of training camp where I've always liked Tay Martin. I've always thought he's definitely an NFL wide receiver to me. Just hasn't had that much of an opportunity. So interested about that. Tanner Mordecai I wasn't really buying any of the hype, I just wanted to see it for my own eyes. And he really didn't get a bunch of run in training camp early on, but I think towards the end they started to let Tanner Mordecai go a little bit, and you could actually see that Tanner Mordecai has a pretty strong arm. Like he does have zip. I thought, I was like, all right, what? I was like, let's wait and see, right? And I was like, oh, he actually does have. He can get the ball out in a hurry, and all that stuff. So that's a guy I'm interested in seeing. What other guys on the offensive side? Eric Saubert, if he plays, is going to be an interesting one. So here's one. I remember last year, Nick Sakel really struggled in that Raiders preseason game. I think that Nick Sakel has an opportunity to kind of redeem himself. So I think Nick is battling for that like last offensive line spot. So Nick Sakel is a guy that I'm looking for. BA never followed me on IG for what it's worth. And let's see. I mean, I want to see Cowing. I want to see Cowing out there. I want to see Jordan Elliott. I don't know if Jordan Elliott's going to play because he was kind of banged up towards the end of practice. Oh, I want to see Robert Beal Jr. I think that is an interesting situation because Beal has an opportunity to be a heavy part of the rotation if he can play well. So Beal's a guy that I want to see. Yetur, I feel like I've seen enough of Yetur to feel really confident in him. But of course, I would love to see him as well. You guys are saying Malik Mustafa, absolutely. Jalen Graham, absolutely. We talked about Renardo already. I'm excited to see what Jalen Mahoney looks like with some extended snaps. Jalen Mahoney is he's been interesting. I don't think he can make the roster, but that's a practice squad guy. That's a guy you want to put on your practice squad, let him marinate a little bit. I think we talked about D. Winters. Evan Anderson, I'm curious to see what he looks like with extended time. Kalia Davis. Kalia Davis is, I think, a guy that we've been wanting to see step up into a bigger role. So I think Kalia Davis is a guy that I want to see. Who do I think has a higher ceiling, Kingston or Nugent? Ooh, that's a good question. I think it's Kingston. I think Kingston has better size. One of the things with Nugent is he looks small, right? He looks small compared to the other offensive linemen. So he's not the biggest guy. So, but he's had good reps. Drake Nugent's had good reps. He's had bad reps, just like you would expect with any young rookie like that. But Jarrett Kingston might have a little bit more physical upside. You want to know who I was actually really impressed with on the final day of camp was what's his name? Isaac Alec Alec I don't even know how to say his name. Alcorn. Alcone. I wish they had it phonetically written so I could pronounce it properly. But Isaac, number 67, Isaac Allerson. I don't know how to say his name. I literally don't. If someone can spell it phonetically for me, that would be phenomenal. Alacron. Alacron. That's how I say it. I have no idea. I've never heard anyone say it before. But he looks like intriguing. Alarcon, he looks very intriguing to me. Much more than Alfredo Gutierrez. Like Isaac Alarcon, however you say his name, does actually look like he could be a guy eventually. So I'm excited to see if he does anything and plays a part in the preseason. I'm sure he'll I would imagine he'll get some reps. But he had a couple nice reps in one-on-ones on the final day of practice this week. James Foster says Judge equals Aiyuk, 49ers equals Yankees, Steelers equals SF Giants, Filipponi equals Arson Judge. Oh, I think I get this. I think you're saying that because wasn't there a fake report or like someone jumped the gun that Aaron Judge was coming to the Giants and then he ended up going back to the Yankees. Someone called him Arson Judge, right? I think what you're doing is you're making the correlation between the same, it's like the same thing that happened with the Giants. It's just happening now with the 49ers. Yeah, I think I get what you're saying. So, believe it or not, we have a football game tomorrow. We have a football game, and we're going to see 49ers back on the field as we get ready for another season. Obviously, Obviously, there are other things off the field that have been dominating. But until then, we will actually be able to focus on the field tomorrow. So Saturday, I don't even know what my day is going to look like tomorrow. Maybe we'll do. Hold on, what time is the game at? What time is the game at? Um, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, maybe we could do a little bit of a pregame show. Hey, we made it to Bleacher Report. So, dude, this is crazy. Hold on a sec. Hold on a second, man. BR Gridiron. There we go. He said he said you did, bro. Don't drag us down. So the comment that Ayuk left on my page is now more news. It's now news. So there you go. I'm trending on Reddit. Go back and watch the stream. Go back and watch the stream. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it just to enjoy second. I'm gonna try to watch it from a different perspective, like it's not actually me, and I think it's gonna be absolutely hilarious. Hey, I mean, hey, you never know. You never know how far these things go. You never know how far these things go. He says now everybody's mad at Brad. Oh my gosh. Good times, guys. Good times. The Ayuk situation takes yet another turn. And again, if you're watching BA, you know it's nothing but love. You know what I want out of all this. You know that I want you on the squad. That's never been any different. But hey, what shirt are we making? What shirt's it gonna be? Give me your ideas in the chat. Uh, all that good stuff. Appreciate y'all. Hey, if of course, if anything else comes back on, a red Brad, that works. If anything else happens, unfortunately, I will be reporting on it. Um, so if the something drops, we'll drop it. And all that good stuff. So appreciate everyone for tapping in. This was definitely a live to remember, for sure. It was absolutely a live to remember. And if you're just joining, this is probably worth a rewatch as well. And as you can see, it's not over yet. It's definitely not over. So appreciate you guys. Thank you for bringing some straight up comedy to this situation. Some of the comments that you guys have made in this chat were diabolical, but hilarious. And I did appreciate. I thought it was funny, man. You guys were cooking me, and I'm not gonna lie, I never thought I would get so much. I would never actually thought I would laugh so hard at some of the comments you guys made, but it was hilarious. Hey, and I get it. I've been talking about this thing a lot. So all that good stuff. So appreciate everyone. As always, grab your cookies. I'm excited to see how this one plays out. I'm out of here for now. Peace. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Love to